I'm going to do a quick video and show people how I do my chrome on these. I run a string line. That way you get a perfectly straight line with your chrome. Just wrap it around the very end one here. You can see that it runs right through the middle of that screw, and it's literally running all the way down perfectly in the middle. Again, runs right through that screw, so you know you're centered. Now comes time to drill the holes. The next step on this, to drill the holes centered with your string. Some holes are bigger than others because these holes here are to fit the rivet. The other ones are to fit the metal pieces right there, so you can bolt it from the inside. Just go down. So what I do is I mark it just a little bit, and then if I got it a little low or a little high, I can adjust it before I do the drill. I'll show you how I do that real quick. So I just take this, move the string up a little bit, and then, boom, it's right in the middle. Okay, for the doors, the door trims, I gotta kind of hold them in place to see where they're going to be, and then I will mark the string where it needs to be, and then go from there. Okay, now I made these custom pieces, as everyone knows, factory ones are really hard to get. If anyone wants a set, get a hold of me, let me know. You got a little seam right there on the end, but they fit really good, they look really good. Best part is there's no screw hole to see, but it really only works if you have speakers on the back side and the center pillar, so you can reach through to put the nuts on there. I might try to figure out some other way later on, but for now, this, when they bolt on, they look great, they look factory, and no screw holes. But what you do is you just hold them up where you need them and mark where that needs to go and put the holes in, and then boom, it'll go right on there. And it clears the door just fine. Sometimes you have to do a little door adjustment, but if you do it right, they clear just fine. Okay, this is the custom made piece for the center pillar. Looks great. And like I said, just drill holes, put the nuts on the back side. This already had some speakers right here, which is going to give me access to put the nut on the back side of these. Here's the clearance on the homemade piece. You can see it's close, but yeah, clears great. Okay, when doing the front fender, how I get the front one marked is I pull the string past over here and make sure that it's centered between the two screw holes, so I know I'm getting centered here. Then I just hold the chrome trim up and mark it accordingly. And then once you get that done, you can just put it in there, make sure you're right where you want to be, and then come back here and mark the same one back here before you drill it. Okay, once all the holes are drilled, it's time to put the clips in place. Those ones will be studs and bolted on the back side to really pull that chrome in. And the clips, they come with a little ear on it. Trim that off, because sometimes you can see that when you put the trim on. Quick little pocket knife will do that for you. I do recommend getting one of these Milwaukee rivet guns. They work super easy. It's easy as walking up and putting it in the hole. And that easy. Okay, we're almost done with the install. Still have the front fender to do, but if you look, perfectly straight. Everything lines up like it should. I wanted to stop and show you the center pillar piece that I make. If you look hard enough, you see the seam. But from, a few feet away, it looks pretty original. I like the fact that it doesn't have the center screw right there like the originals do. That thing is solid. It's got the clearance. And you can see in there, well, maybe my camera will adjust. You can see the screws in there for the back side of it. I'm trying to get in there. Oh, there they are. There's one, and the other one is on closer to the inside here. But once they're bolted in, they're not going anywhere. Like I said, it helps if it got a speaker for the center pillar, but there it is there. I think it looks pretty set.